Hey, I'm Sil, they, them. Gonna play Balatro. This is episode 2. The previous episode ended in quite an embarrassing way, I would say. But also, since the last episode, an update came out. A balance update, I should say. A lot of things have changed, and I've done a little bit of testing and, playing myself, on my private profile of the game. And it's a lot of fun. Like, things have changed for the better, I would say. But one thing that is interesting is that the exact combo that we had near the end of the previous run, with the face cards turning gold and then being sucked by the vampire, all of that has been severely nerfed. So like previously there was this moment where like I was really surprised to find out that even cards that don't score get turned into gold and then sucked by the vampire. Both of these have been changed to only work with scoring cards. And also the vampires, the amount of X mult that you get for the vampire is smaller now. So you can't abuse it quite as easily. But yeah, really excited to play through this new update, especially on camera. Let's get into it. So we've unlocked we haven't won the run with the red deck, and we've unlocked the blue deck. But I think before going into it, let's just do another run with the red deck, which is kind of like the starting one. I think the plus discards is pretty fun. So yeah. Also, previous episode ended up being extremely long, to the point where I was heavily considering splitting into 2. So I think this one is going to be faster, because now there's no need to like explain the mechanics of the game. You already know it. The only thing which might take a bit longer is, still going over different effects or like jokers that we haven't seen. Although I'm probably not going to remember which ones we've seen in previous episodes. So just gonna skim over new ones from now on, just to get things run a little bit. All right. After defeating the boss blind, gain 25 if you skip this one. I don't think I'm gonna take that, because I really like to find at least a decent joker to start with, so we don't struggle, to beat the scores of the first ante. I'm just gonna play this one. So here's a little tip, something that I've kind of picked up over time. Because in the first round, because you want to beat 300, there's quite a few different hands that can beat it easily. If you play a straight, as long as it starts with 8 or above, it's gonna beat in one hand. If you make a flush, if it has high enough cards, it's going to beat it in one hand, as well as a full house. And usually, one way that's really easy to... I personally find that the easiest way to beat it in one hand is to go for a straight. So right off the bat, we have 8, 9, 10, jack. As long as we get a queen, we win it in one hand, and we have 4 discards to work with. So let's do that. Okay, well, I guess I'll discard these as well. And there we go. We have a queen, which means we beat this in one hand. And of course, the reason that you want to beat it in one hand is because you get more money as a result. Let's see. Okay, so a feature, something that they changed in the recent update, is that the first shop you're going to see in the run is always going to contain a basic buffoon pack. And this, I guess, is kind of to give players the opportunity to find at least a semi-decent joker near the beginning of the run, so to not struggle on the first rounds. But let's see what we have. This is very tempting to get because it's going to enable our economy to pop off relatively quickly. Not a fan of this to start with. I think I'm gonna get this, and then also buy the buffoon pack to see if I can get a joker that gives us either chips or malt. So let's do this. Oh, and we've unlocked a new deck. I guess we'll see that at the end of the run. And let's open the buffoon pack. Okay, so we don't get any jokers that give either malt or chips for scoring. We do get some that are good for econ. So this gives $4 at the end of the round, which is very good. And this just gives you 1 free reroll per shop. I think I'll just go with this. Gonna earn a lot of money for the first for the next few rounds. And 450 is not too bad to beat, even if you don't have any jokers that give you malt or chips. You're just not gonna be able to do it in one hand. So similarly to before, let's try to aim for like a high straight. That's unfortunate, but I'm gonna keep the heart straight potential going. There we go, we have a straight. And then we only need 150 points or less to beat it. I think the next thing I'm going to aim for is probably to get a 4 in order to complete this like ace 2 3.5 2 3 4 5 straight. So let's do that. No such luck, but I do see 3 of a kind here, which I think is going to be 45 times 3. I think is it going to be enough to beat this? So 45 times 3 is going to be 120, 135. Yeah, it's going to be enough. Oh, but you know what? I forgot to think about this and, you know, gain money off of it. That's okay. I'll start focusing on that from now on. Okay, let's see what options we have. So this joker is called Supernova. You'll see it in a moment. Adds the number of times a poker hand has been played this run to malt. So for example, since we've played straight 2 times, it's going to give us 2 malt. And then each time we play another one, this is going to increase. I do like playing straights, so I think I'm going to get it. And I don't think I'll buy anything else just yet. Although, if I do want to get this... No, I don't want to get it. Let's just keep going. So this boss, cards played previously, this ante are debuffed. That's okay. So I guess it's going to be difficult to make like a royal straight here. In that case, we might want to go for a relatively low straight. And let's see. So what this joker does, I guess I should have read it after buying it. It's called Mail-in Rebate, and you earn $5 for each discarded 10. Now that 10 is going to change every round, right? Rank changes every round. So I hope that when we discard these 2, we're going to get money from them, even though they're debuffed. Should be, I think. So we want to go for a straight. Since we're discarding the 10s, I'm going to discard the jack as well. And we could go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or something like that. So I'll discard the 9 as well and another 7. And unfortunately, because those 10s were debuffed, we're not going to get money from them. But that's okay. We get a straight here. So I'm going to do that right away. Although, before I do that, I should think, am I going to be able to find non-debuffed 10s to discard here? Let's see. So yeah, the 2 remaining 10s are not debuffed, and we have discards. The question is, am I going to beat this in one hand? So, let's calculate. 30 plus 11 is 41, 45, 50 times 4, but it's going to be actually times 6. 50 times 6 is 300. That's not going to be enough. I guess I can just do this then. I could just play it and then we'll... Oh, it's going to be 7. Well, still not enough. We have 1 ace left in the deck and 2 kings. Could try to go for... Let's try to go for a full house with kings and 6s. And see if with the discards remaining we can find more 10s to discard and gain money off of. Okay, so we have the full house. Okay, we didn't manage... You know, there's a case to be made for... If I do want to get money off of this, I need to save this discard for the 10s. We could sacrifice a few hands to see if we can pull a few 10s out of it. So let's do that. Oh, don't play the 6s. There's a 10. That's good. And I could get greedy and like play these 2 to see if I can get another 10. But the likelihood of that happening is so small that I think I'd just rather get the extra dollar from the extra hand. So I'm just going to discard it. I guess I should... Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. And now we just play this. Great. And already we're at 24. which is really great. I think I'm gonna buy this just to make hands easier. And I'll save the rest for econ. Do I want to skip this for 2 tarot cards out of 5? Probably not. Let's just play. It'll gonna, you know, the more rounds we actually play, the more money we get out of these. So now the mail-in rebate wants us to discard 8s. So let's see if we can do that. We already have almost a royal straight going, so I'm just gonna discard a few here. We have the straight. Now let's see if we can get some 8s here. There's one. I guess I'll save the heart king just in case we find a heart queen. And there's another 8. Fantastic. Alright, let's now just play the straight. And because of this abstract joker, which gives us +3 mult for each joker card that we have, which is 12 now, we're certainly going to beat this in one hand. And we're already way above, 25 now. Adds 1 stone card to deck when blind is selected. That's not going to help with straights because we're not going to have room for any hands to, put stone cards. By the way, I should say a stone card is +50 chips, but it has no rank or suit. So again, can't be used in any straight. So this banana card here, it adds +15 mult, but every round it has a 1 in 6 chance to be destroyed. And it's also holographic, which is +10 extra mult. Should I get it? I don't think I'm currently struggling on, beating rounds with one hand. So I don't think I need it. And to waste $8 now and possibly have it, be destroyed in one of the next few rounds, probably not a fun idea. Let's do a Jumbo Arcana pack. Choose one. Could get $9. Could get a random joker. Could upgrade some of the higher value cards because I know that I'm going to try to use them for a lot of hands. Could use Emperor to generate 2 random cards and just roll with it. Or I could turn a low value card that I know I'm not going to play very often into gold and earn more money that way. But as you can see, we're not struggling at all when it comes to money, so I don't think this is going to be necessary. I don't think this is going to be necessary. Let's make a random joker. Chaos the Clown, 1 free reroll per shot. That's cool. Okay, no reason not to use it now. See what we can get. Ooh, and I like the idea of both of these cards here, because Strength is going to allow us to turn more cards into, cards that would participate in Royal Straights, which would make them easier to do. And then the Empress enhances 2 selected cards to Mult card, +4 each. We're going to be able to turn the Royal Straight cards into Multed. So I'm going to get both. And since we are going to generate a decent amount of money the next round from these 2, I think I'll just buy both of these. So remember, a standard pack gives you an option to just, add cards into your deck to modify it. And because we're going to play, a lot of Royal Straights, getting this Polychrome Ace here is really nice. Polychrome multiplies Mult by 1.5, which is really nice. And then I'm going to buy this voucher, which causes playing cards to be able to be purchased from the shop in the future. And hopefully, by the time I complete the next round, I'll be above 25 because of this. Okay, so this wants us to discard 4s, and we already have one immediately here. Let's also... So for example, I could use Strength here to turn the 10 into a Jack and the Jack into a Queen, but then we would be kind of low on 10s, which is necessary for Royal Straights. So what I would ideally like to do is find a situation where I can turn a 9 into a 10 and a 10 into a Jack. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to keep both of these 10s. and I'm going to discard both jacks so that when I find a 9, I'll have 1 jack and 1 10 on top of it. But I will immediately, I guess, use the Empress here. Okay. And then I can get rid of this 10 as well, assuming I'm going to find a 9. Should I? Yeah. Okay. I could do the 8 here, turn it into a 9, and then in the future when we get another strength card, the 9 would be turned into a 10. But I'm just afraid of that taking too long and being stuck with less 10s. So let's just be safe. Let's let's do this. No 9 yet. Just gonna keep discarding. King is good. And then I'm gonna discard these, just in case with the next discard we don't find a 9. I'm just gonna keep this Royal Straight available to play, and worst case scenario we can use Strength another round. There's a 9 though, so let's do that. Perfect. So something that took me a while to learn is that in cases like this, where you have cards in the hand that are going to generate malt, and also a card in hand that is going to multiply malt, always put the card that has X malt on it on the right side, because then it's going to be calculated last, and the +4 malt from all of the other cards are going to be multiplied as well. And it doesn't really matter how you organize the hand, as long as it works according to the rules of the hand that you want to play. So for example, with a straight, you can reorganize the cards to not necessarily be like 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. You can reorder them however you see fit. Interesting. Okay, so this card, this Joker, gains 0.25 X malt every time a playing card is added to your deck. And remember, we just bought this voucher here that is going to make playing cards more available in the shop. So I think, because it's so early in the run, I definitely want to get this. And do I get rid of Chaos the Clown? Do I get rid of... I think now I'm not gonna need this much. We already have our economy set. I think I'm gonna get this. And speaking of which, let's get a standard card. I mean, I want to get more jacks to balance our deck, although we already have 5 jacks as well. Let's get this ace. Not only polychrome, but also gold seal, which earns $3 when this card is played and scores. And since we're already above 25, we're generating maximum interest. I'm going to buy an Arcana pack as well. Okay. The moon turns 3 cards into clubs. Not very interesting. We already know Chariot, which creates a steel card. Might be interesting. And Hierophant adds extra chip bonuses to cards. I think I'm just gonna go simple and upgrade as many cards as possible that can be part of a Royal Straight. And might as well reroll for free, so we can get... Playing face cards played face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when scored. We do play a lot of face cards, so I think this still generates more on average at the moment. Although, because the thing is, like, we're currently beating each round with 1 hand, but in the future we might not, and as a result we might... You know what? I'm not going to think too much. I'm just going to play. Okay, so this boss is called the House. First hand is drawn face down, which is going to make things a bit annoying. But if you have enough discards and enough hands, you can just, get rid of the, hidden ones. Now here's an interesting thing. When we sort all of our cards by rank, we can tell that this must be either a jack, a queen, or a king. And, you know, normally you would look at the deck and see, okay, which ones we are missing. But the game is smarter than that. Sorry, had a burp. When you discard hidden cards, the game doesn't actually tell you which ones you got rid of. It says numbers may be lower due to the 8 cards drawn face down. So again, I don't want to run any risks of, you know, botching a straight, so I think I'm just gonna discard these to be safe. See what we can do from there. Just gonna discard until I get a royal straight. Almost. We're out of discards, so I'm just gonna start using hands as discards. Not quite there yet. I'm gonna use another one. And there is a 10. So remember, put the polychrome card on the right, and then do the rest. There we go, we have a straight. The Fool, I don't know if we've seen that one in the previous episode, so I'm going to read it just in case. Creates the last tarot or planet card used during this run, the Fool excluded. So the previous one we used was the Hierophant. Could be nice to duplicate it, but first let's see what we can get from these packs. No Saturn, unfortunately, which is correlated to a straight, but we do have Neptune, which is a straight flush. And see what we get here. Ooh, interesting options. So Hierophant, Hanged Man would be nice to get rid of cards and thin our deck to make it easier to get the cards we want. Hermit is a flat $20 in this case, which is great. Clubs, not interesting. And Death, which I've showcased in the previous episode. It allows us to change one card into another. Now, I would be tempted to, you know, get more aces with Death, but we're already pretty high on aces compared to the rest of the deck here. I could do the same with a 10, and I'm tempted to, but I think in the long run, thinning out the deck would probably be better. So I'm going to get rid of these 7 and 8. Now, you might ask yourself, why get rid of 7 and 8 and not 3 and 2? That's because there might be cases where we're low on discards and I still want to make a straight, but I don't have any face cards going. And I might have an ace and, you know, some lower, you know, cards. So for example, you could make a straight with, you know, ace to 3.5, to 3.45, I should say. And so there's still better potential for straights with these if you're keeping aces than with these. Although, does it actually matter? Maybe I'm not thinking about this right, but let's get rid of these 7 and 8. Let's buy the Fool. We don't have to. Oh yeah, and I'll actually buy and use it now, so I have another Hangman to thin the deck with. And do I want to buy this now? There's no rush to buy this now, I think. Let's reroll. 4x Molt, every 6 hands played, and it tells you how many are remaining, so 5 remaining. Not very interested in this, and this gives you +1 discard each round. I guess, do I want any of these instead of Chaos the Clown? More discards would be nice. I think let's do that. Yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna use Hanged Man to get rid of these 7s. And so yeah, here's a case where we're actually closer to a low straight than a royal straight. I'm gonna go for that. Just need a 5, although now we're also close to a royal straight, and I prefer that, so I'm gonna discard the rest. Much rather play this ace, so I'm discarding the other 2. Can get rid of this queen and this 2. Don't need these jacks, just need a 10 now. There we go. Remember, put the polychrome to the right. I almost clicked discard. That would have been embarrassing. Okay. So checking in on Supernova real quick, just to show you, how it scales as the run goes on. We've played 7 straights so far in the run. So the next time we play a straight, it's going to be plus 7 mult. We have this card here, which is incremented with plus 1 mult per tarot card used this run, which is retroactive. And I'm actually pretty tempted to get it. I think we're not hurting for econ now, so I can get rid of this safely by this. And now we have an incentive to play as many tower cards as possible this run, which conveniently enough, there are 2 jumbo packs here, so let's do that. The Fool would give us a Hanged Man, which would allow us to thin the deck further. Star, World, and Club and Moon are just, suit changing, so I'm not interested in that. But there is a case to be made for playing the Emperor, because on top of the Emperor itself, it gives you 2 extra tarot cards. So the Emperor is really, really good with Fortune Teller. I think we're going to do that. See what we get. Lovers enhances 1 selected card into a wild card, which can be any suit. And Justice turns into a class card, which, if nothing else, we could use it to thin out our deck going forward. Let's use this as well. Ooh, Soul. So, every now and then, when you open a tarot pack, you have a very, very small chance to find a Soul, which creates a legendary Joker. And I'm definitely not going to skip that opportunity. So let's see which Joker we want to get rid of to make space for this one. Definitely not this. Definitely not this. Maybe this. These are going to keep incrementing, and this is going to be remain the same almost all the time. Definitely not this. And these cards are nice, so I think we're gonna get rid of this one. And before I use this, do I want to use any of these here real quick? I'm gonna turn this 6 into glass so I can break it sometime soon. And Lovers, might as well just use it on something. I don't really care what it's going to be, because I don't care about suits this run. So I'm gonna do let's do this just for the sake of incrementing Fortune Teller. All right, let's see which legendary Joker we get. Perkio creates a negative copy of 1 random consumable card in your possession at the end of the shop. So now, next time we find a tarot card or a planet card, instead of using it right away, we should keep it here and then generate more and more and more of it. For example, if we find a Saturn, which upgrades, straight hands, we could keep getting more and more and more of these and just going to the moon with that. So the reason I press run info and going to blinds here is that, remember, the vouchers here change every ante, which means that when we've defeated both, small and both the small and big blind, and we're about to head into the boss, that means if we don't buy this voucher now, it's going to be replaced by a different one after the boss. And I do want to buy this one, but not at the cost of, potential interest. So I'm gonna buy this, I guess, next chop. Rerolls the boss blind. Do I want to reroll this? Base chips and mult are halved. I'm not hurting at the moment for score, so I think it's gonna be fine even if I don't change it. And I want to play more hands. Let's just discard these to get a roll straight. Here we are. Now, I could try to, dig in the deck for these for these polychromes, but I actually do want, if there's any chance that I can, play a straight without it winning immediately, I do want to do that because that increments Supernova by more. So I'm actually going to save this queen. Unfortunately, I have to use this 10 with the bonus cards, but let's see. With the bonus chips, I should say. Well, almost missed it. In fact, if the 10 was not, bonus, we would have been able to sneak that extra, an extra hand there, but that's fine. So as you can see, there's a 3 here. It's just a playing card, and playing cards cost only $1 at the shop. And even though I don't really want 3s, because I'm aiming for, royal straights, incrementing hologram is going to be super important. In fact, let me put it at the end here. Because remember, you want the X mult as late as possible. But I'm gonna get it anyway, just to increment hologram. Also gonna get the standard pack here. We get a king, which is fantastic for royal straights. Let's also buy the Arcana pack. And for the sake of incrementing fortune teller, I'm gonna use Emperor. And we unlocked a new type of deck. Stars, it's not gonna matter. Justice is going to allow us to get rid of further cards from the deck and thin it out, so that's good. And let's buy this now. Oh, I should say what it does. So it adds +1 card slot available in the shop. And luckily enough, we get another card to increment hologram with. Let's go. Oh, okay, I forgot about this. So now, because of Perkio, Justice was selected at random to be to turn into a to like generate another Justice card. Interesting. As long as we don't have anything else better to duplicate, I think I'm just gonna keep doing that, because it's just going to allow us to thin out the deck more and more over time. Let's use stars just to increment fortune teller. And use justice on this 6. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I meant to do this. And we'll play it later in order to destroy it. For now, let's just do this this royal straight. And yeah, as you can see, even though this boss can be pretty nasty sometimes, we're not hurting for score at the moment. And in fact, it allows us to increment Supernova even further. In fact, I don't think I'm even going to need to play another straight here, but in order to win. But I will try to do so for the sake of Supernova. We're pretty close to a straight here. We only need a 5, so and it would allow us to break the 6 early if it happens. So let's try to aim for that. 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we could also get a 10 and win with it. Ooh. I am gonna play this real quick because I want the gold from it. Yeah, so might as well also use it as a discard along the way. And I guess now the 4 is not needed, because if we get a 5, we still have a straight. Oh, okay, my bad. Caused us to win. And we unlocked another joker. That's fine. Definitely want this. More discards is always good. But I also want these to, to increment hologram. Yeah, let's do that. Multi-jack is nice. Bonus 10 is nice. Let's see what we have the least of. We have 5 jacks and 4 10s, so for the sake of keeping things balanced. Ooh, although, okay. So, for my time playing privately, since the update came out, I've come to learn that the new version of Blue Seal is phenomenal. And in fact, it would allow us to get a lot of straight upgrading cards, so like Saturn. The way it works now is that it creates the planet card for the final played poker hand of round if held in hand. So let's say this is like, in the cards left behind in my hand, and I play a straight, and I win the round with that straight. It generates a Saturn, which upgrades straights. So if you're really good at, maintaining your deck and making sure you find this and also win with a straight, you get the potential to level up, the hand type that your run revolves around very, very quickly. And with Perkio, we could do it even more quickly. So I think, even though getting the 10 here is tempting, I'm going to go for that. It's going to enable us to do some pretty crazy stuff. And you'll see what I mean if we get there. And I should say, what used to be the case with blue seals before the update was that if it was held in your hand at the end of a round, it would just generate a random planet card, which kind of sucked, unless you were playing like very specific, synergies with some jokers. But now it's fantastic. Now, Purple Seal has always been fantastic. When you discard it, you get a random tarot card, and I definitely want that in order to increment Fortune Teller. And it's also a queen, which is good because we only have 4, so this would be kind of like double purpose. Now I could buy this right away, but then we wouldn't generate maximum interest. We still have a lot of time to get enough money to buy this, so let's just keep playing. Okay, so now we have another Justice card. Okay, another really interesting change that they made in this recent update is that in the past, when you had these tags here for the skips, for example, negative tag, right now it says next based edition shop joker is free and becomes negative. In the past, the free part wasn't a part of it. Like, you would make a joker in the next shop negative, or holographic, or whatever the upgrade here is, but you would still have to pay for it as normal. And in fact, unique edition jokers like negative or holographic or whatever are more expensive than their regular counterparts. So it used to be a bit of a burden, and you would only take this tag when you could really afford it. But now it's free. And negative, as you can see, is +1 joker slot. It allows us to bypass the 5 maximum, limit for jokers. So even though I want to play hands here, to increment Supernova, find potentially, Saturn cards and also increment Fortune Teller, I definitely do want to get another negative joker. So I'm going to do that. This is also tempting. If we skip this, we get a free Mega Standard Pack, which allows us to choose 2 of up to 5 playing cards to add to the deck, which would increment Hologram. But the question is it worth it? I think I want to find a, like a Saturn card, thanks to the blue seal, as soon as possible, and start incrementing, like getting more and more of it with Perkio as well. So I'm gonna play here. Interesting. We're gonna beat this with one hand, so I don't need 3 aces here. Don't need this 10 either. Don't need this 3 and 4. I'm gonna use one Justice card here on this 6. And another on the... Oh, I do want to save this one for now. We have a straight here. Now what I want to do is see if I can dig for this blue seal. And by the way, I hope you've noticed that since the last episode, I've come up with a different word for fishing, which is digging. Digging into the deck, because I don't want to use fishing. Alright, let's do that. Let's save this straight that we have here and see if we can find the blue seal. There we go, perfect. So yeah, now we just want to make sure that we win this in one hand. So I am gonna calculate, actually, just to be on the safe side, to make sure that we get a Saturn here. 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 111. So 111 times 4, 8. Then it's going to double here, so it's going to be 12, 26, 35, and then that 35 is going to be, you know what, I lost track of the chips, so I think I'm just gonna YOLO it and see if it works. And yeah, I don't know what I was worried about. Okay, so now we want to keep duplicating Saturn as much as possible with Perkio. Oof, okay, lots of stuff here. Kind of overwhelmed by now at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna buy this Joker either way, because it's free and it's negative, so we just add it to the rest. So what it does, add $1 of sell value to every Joker and consumable card at the end of the round. I can't see a synergy. I don't see how that helps us at the moment, but maybe in the future it will. I don't care about Neptune. I might buy this. Then let's open the Arcana pack. See what we have. Let's turn this Joker, this 7 into a Justice or a Glass card. I'll change the King and the 9 here into Malt in the hopes of turning this 9 into a 10 later on. And I think... Okay, let's see what the options are. Turning cards into spades is not interesting. Wheel of Fortune, adding a potential, addition to one of the Jokers is always fun to try. I don't have a lot of, unupgraded Royal Straight cards here, so Hierophant is not relevant. The Fool, so what I could do, I could use Saturn here, then use the Fool and get another Saturn from it. And because we're playing straights, it's always a good option. Or I could use Death to copy either a King or an Ace here. Let's see what the balance in our deck is. We could use more Kings. And it will also eliminate, a card that we don't need. Let's do that. Let's make creating hands easier for us. And we're going to get lots of Saturn cards, as time goes on with Perkeo anyway. And with the blue seal too. So let's just do this. Now, let's buy the Spectral pack. So the options are add a gold seal, which we know what it does, or add negative to a random Joker, but -1 hand size. Hand size is really important for straights, as well as for, having as many blue seals in the hand as possible. So I definitely don't want that. I think what I'm gonna do is just add, gold seal to one of the Kings. Not the best outcome for a Spectral pack, but what can you do? And now, see, we're about to head into this boss, so I know that if I don't buy this voucher now, it's gonna be replaced. I'm gonna buy it even though it's going to make our interest earnings worse. So now I can use this, and we're gonna keep generating Saturns. All right, great opportunity to... Oh, okay. I feel like I almost threw the run into the garbage because I was about to use the 6/6 here to get rid of them. And then thankfully, I noticed that the effect of the boss here is no repeat hand types this round. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm confusing it with a different boss. So what this means here is that if we play, a pair, for example, we're not going to be able to play another pair for the rest of this round. What I thought I was heading into was that you can't play the same type, or rather, you must play the same type of hand once you lock into it this round. And I was worried that I was almost going to lock myself into pairs for this round, which would have been devastating. So yeah, I'm definitely going to... Might as well do this, 2 pair, both 6s are going to be counted, and both are going to have a chance to be broken. Right, 1 broke, which is great. We already have a Royal Straight, so now let's dig for the blue seal. No, here's the thing. I could discard 3 cards at a time in a hope to get the blue seal. In fact, 3 discards at a time is going to mean that we discard 18. 18 out of 42 remaining is not a great chance. But the thing is, I know that with 6 discards, I'm sure to get more 10s, jacks, queens, and kings. So what I'm going to do is, at any given time, I'm going to see what I have the most of left and discard one of those. So we have 5 aces, 5 kings, 4 queens, 10 jacks, and 3 10s. So I think on top of these 3, I'm also going to discard a king and let's say a queen. And yeah, as you can see, we already got a queen back. Don't need this ace, don't need this 3, this 8, this jack. And do I want to discard another one? 5 kings. I think because we only have 3 of each here, I'm going to be a bit more careful and discard just 4 here. We get a king back, but we still have 4 kings, so I'm going to discard it. And yeah, let's discard 4 cards. Now, tempting to save the... yeah, I don't think I'm going to discard another king here. Let's just get rid of these. And you know, I could discard them, but we also have the purple seal left. And that effect can only be acquired by discarding. So what I could do instead is use a hand as a discard to get rid of these cards, just to be on the safe side. There's the purple seal, perfect. And also, I guess I should have, taken into account that the purple seal is on the queen when I figured out, what face cards to discard earlier, because could have put us in a bind. So yeah, let's discard that. We also don't need this jack here. We got lovers. Not particularly interesting, but let's use it to increment the joker here. Oh, and we unlocked the new joker. And also, here is the blue seal, so we're good to go. So let's see, ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Should be good. Perfect. Use it right away. Let's buy this to increment hologram. Definitely want to get clearance sale, but do I want to get it now? I think the amount of money that I would save by buying it now and then buying other stuff afterwards is bigger than the amount of money that I would save by, taking care of interest. So let's buy it immediately. Ballot. This could be pretty interesting. So the way it works is it re-triggers the first played card, which means the leftmost card in your hand, twice when scoring. Now, usually that's not that amazing, right? Because like if I just play a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here without any special effects, it's only going to give you a few more chips. However, if you play this with something like, extra malt or like a gold seal or polychrome, it re-triggers that effect too. And remember, you can reorder the cards in your hand as long as the hand is effective, right? So this could actually be pretty good. As well as the fact that it has foil, which is plus 50 chips anyway. Now, if I take this, what do I get rid of? Certainly not this. Certainly not this because it's negative. Certainly not this. Maybe Supernova. So Supernova only increments by +1 on average, like once per round. It's not going to be that impressive. I think with the effects that we can duplicate with this card, it's definitely going to be worth it to sell Supernova here and get it instead. Justice to thin out the deck, I think, is a good idea, and it also increments Fortune Teller. And just for the sake of it, for the heck of it, let's buy this Jabba Arcana pack to get more Fortune Teller. We get Strength here, but not a lot of good targets to upgrade. At the full deck, we have 4 10s, so I definitely don't want to upgrade any of these. And our jacks, queens, kings, and aces are pretty balanced, so I don't want to mess with these either. So Strength is out of the picture here. Could just get $23, which is fantastic, and also puts us back in interest range. Or above interest threshold. Diamond's not interesting, Lover's not interesting, Stone not interesting. I think I'm just going to take the money here. Buffoon pack. Sure, let's see what we can get from it. Not interesting, not interesting, not interesting, and not interesting. So we skip. Oh, okay, my bad. I should have remembered that Perkio duplicates a random consumable. So since I want to get Saturn, I should make sure that whenever I leave a shop, the only consumable left in my hand is the Saturn, because now we got a Justice. But that's fine, because Justice is going to help us, thin out the deck a bit more. Let's just play. There's the blue seal right away, so that's fantastic. So at this point, because most of my deck is like geared towards face cards, I can start using glass to thin out, lower numbers. So let's do that. Oh, and we unlocked another joker. We don't need that many, and another one. We don't need that many 10s, so let's get rid of those. And again, because we have so many... Oh, okay. I definitely don't want to discard the last 10, because we only have one left in the deck. But we have 4 more jacks and 5 more aces, so I'm going to discard some of these too. Don't need 2 queens. Just need a king here. And there's one. So, okay. So now... So this is kind of... Okay, now I want to put, you know, the polychrome on the leftmost position in the hand because of Hanging Chad. So let's do that. We don't have any, like, mold cards here anyway, so doesn't matter. Let's see that... Let's make sure everything is in place. I think so. I hope this wins in one hand. So yeah, as you can see, the ace with the polychrome and the golden seal gave us a lot more money because of the golden seal, like basically 3 times the amount, and also gave us times 1.5 mult, times 1.5 mult, times 1.5 mult, which is like multiplicative, which is fantastic. Now we can play this. Getting mold card could be... More mold cards could be nice. Let's get a standard pack to increment hologram. Do I want another ace here? Probably not. Let's get a steel queen. Nothing interesting here, so I'm just gonna take a random one. And we have enough money to start rerolling now, so let's do that. Plus 100 chips if played hand contains a straight. Is there anything here that I would want to get rid of for that sake? I don't think so. Yeah, especially since this can't increment in the long run. It's not interesting. I should have made sure to keep Saturn as the only card in our consumables. I never learn. Oh well. It's not the end of the world to get like another Empress here. I actually, so since we're so close to like a straight here with that 7, I do want to see if we can get a 10 and make that work, so to destroy that 7. But yeah, let's turn these 2 as well into mold. So now we're getting rid of all of these. We just need a 10 here. Or a 6 now that we have that 5, but yeah, let's dig for a 10. Don't need this 5. We don't need 2 8s. We can get rid of this queen. There's a 10. And I guess, yeah, let's put the glass one here so we can, you know, multiply these many times. Although, is this going to win in one hand? It probably is. So let's dig for the blue seal. I don't want these. Actually, if I'm going to discard, I might as well, you know, do this to get a lot of money out of it. Like that. Ooh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we have an opportunity to destroy both of these. So we don't need the jack. And don't need these aces. Come on, blue seal. Okay, we have... Okay, so I want to save this final discard for the potential purple seal. And also, I want to play these for the chance of destroying this 3 here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just making sure I don't get rid of the straight potential. Okay, let's play. Break, 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 break! Oh, didn't break. Okay. So now, what do I want here? I need only one hand for the straight, and I ideally want the discard for the purple seal. So I think I'm just gonna play these here with the one hand. Oh, and we won the hand. Ugh, I should have seen that coming. Oh well. This is not interesting. This is not interesting. This is not interesting. Let's just get a few playing cards. Okay. Full deck. We could use another jack for sure. And here, do you want a jack or a queen? Let's get a steel jack. Reroll once. Nothing interesting here. We move on. Let's use one of this right away. So this boss, called the Wall, their effect is that their score threshold is just extra large compared to what the boss here would usually be. There's the purple sea right away, which is nice. A lot of queens here. I want to save this queen in hand for now, so maybe get the times 1.5 mult in play. And I don't think I'm going to try to break the 3 here, so let's discard it. We get the Emperor, which is fantastic for Fortune Teller. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Didn't work. We don't have any room for Jokers, so I'm just going to sell this. Let's see. We have 4 aces left, so... But I do want to keep the polychrome. Although a lot of our other aces are... Well, another ace that we have is also polychrome. So I think I'm going to discard this too. And we have lots of kings still in the deck, so... And also a lot of jacks. So instead of this ace, let's get rid of this jack first. Not interested to break that now. We have a full flush, a full straight. 3 10s remaining, 5 jacks remaining, so I'm going to discard this jack. Queens, I'm definitely going to keep this one. I might discard this too, because I don't think we need it. Kings, we have 4, so let's get rid of that king too. And this ace, potentially. Can get rid of this queen, probably this ace, and all of these too. Oh wait, did I? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's get rid of these. Not interested to break the 6 now. But I do want to save... Did I already... Oh, I already discarded the purple seal. So I can use this final discard here, for sure. I'm gonna save this 10, because there's only 1 left in the deck. And I think I am going to discard this queen, since we already have another steel card here. Okay. Just play all of these as a discard. Probably should have put the other 9 on the left. We're almost back to a full flush again. Sorry, a full straight. Let's try to destroy this 6. See, the thing is, even if I, add the jack here, even if I put like the 6 on the left, it's still not going to be the played card because high card values, the highest value card. So, do I get greedy here? We only have 17 cards here left. If I I think I'm gonna try to discard as much as possible, and I don't think we need this. We do need this jack. Sure, let's just discard all 4 of these. Oh, and it's a pair anyway, so it wouldn't have been destroyed. Okay, there we go. Now we need to make sure we get an ace with the next hand. So blue seal stays in hand. 10 is good. We can get rid of this jack. Can get rid of this king. And see, here's the thing. If we don't get an ace here, the run is toast. Like, we just lose because I guess I've been a little bit greedy. So I think we might even have to pass on this blue seal at the moment. Keep the 10. I guess I can just keep 1 jack, and I'd rather keep this one if we're gonna play it. What are the odds that we get an ace here? If I discard 3 cards, out of 13. 3 of them are aces, so like 9 out of 13. I'm willing to take those chances just to get another Saturn going, and if it fails, and if I lose this run as a result, it will just forever have to live in infamy. We got the ace. Whew, thank dog. Okay. So, we get a straight, the blue seal is going to generate another Saturn, and we're good. And this should win in one hand. Oh yeah. Way over double. Or rather, just double. Wait, not even double. Never mind. Disregard. Let's play this. Buy this to increment hologram. Neither of these are interesting. Definitely going to get another do I need another consumable slot? Might as well get it. It's only $7. Okay. Buy another playing card. What do we have the least of? Queens. There's no 10 here. Let's just take another queen. Could use more 10s, so death is good. Steal would always be nice, and more money would always be nice, but I think 10 is the most important here. Because we only have 4 10s in the deck. Let's reroll once. You know, free money. Or as Northern Lion likes to say in cases like this, money is on sale. And now we can reroll even more. So let's do that. Ooh, do I want +2 hand size, -1 hand each round? I think so. Going to make things a lot easier. But if I buy it, what joker do I get rid of? Definitely not this, definitely not this, definitely not this. +1 discard each round? I don't think so. Is ballot really important? I don't think so. Or I guess it's called hanging chat. Sorry, I'm getting some hiccups. Like the most that we do with it is sometimes get extra X mult and sometimes get extra gold. I think we just sell it and get this. It's gonna make life so much easier. Let's reroll another time. We can afford it. And then move on. Play this extra Saturn. This is not interesting. Let's go. There's the blue seal right away. I hope I can at some point duplicate it. Unfortunately, it didn't come up in the Arcana packs to be able to duplicate. So we don't need that many 10s. We don't need that many aces. Since we already have the blue seal, let's try to go for as many glass cards as possible and thin our deck. They have 3 aces left, 5 queens left, so we can get rid of this queen. 6 jacks left. Okay, well, let's just get rid of these. There's a royal straight and the blue seal, so we could do that at any time. Sure, let's discard a few here. Discard a few here. Let's get rid of the jack too, because we have 5 more in the deck. We have 4 more queens in the deck. And we have 5 more kings in the deck, so we could get rid of those 2 at the moment. There's a 6 and a 7. Don't need this king. Don't need this 10. Gonna save this 10 because there's only 1 left in the deck. I could play this double pair 6 and 7 now, but then I won't be able to get the blue seal. Don't need these. Queens are running low, so I'm gonna save this one just in case. Kings are not running low, so let's get rid of that. Aces are running low, so we'll save it. And I guess we can get rid of this 7-2 and then just use 2 hands to play the 7 and the 6 individually. Yeah, let's do that. Or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can get a 5, there are only 2 of those in the deck. That would allow us to play, you know, both of these glasses together in a straight. But let's not get too greedy. Let's just use this 7 here. Be careful not to play a king, because then the 7 wouldn't be played. Now let's do that. Break, 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 break. Okay, we have a straight. That's good. I'm just gonna play the 6 here, for the sake of trying to destroy it. Break, 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 break. Why do they never break? All right, let's just play the straight. Now, let's put the ace on the right, because we don't have the ballad anymore. King, queen, jack, 10. Sweet. Oh, wait, what just... Oh, okay. So I accidentally played a straight flush rather than a regular flush, which is why it created Neptune here. I need to pay more attention to that. Let's just use it. Definitely get a queen. Both for hologram and also because it's good for straights. Okay, so I almost... okay, I might as well buy it now. Then use the Arcana pack, see if there's anything I'd like to upgrade with it. And there we go. And even if there wasn't something to upgrade with it, I could just sell it before, you know, leaving the shop for the sake of Perkio. Stone and diamond's not interesting, so let's just roll the wheel. Hey, that's nice. We got plus 10 mult on drunkard. Nothing interesting here. Reroll. Definitely gonna get death to duplicate the blue seal. And let's do another reroll. Add the 6 for hologram. And might as well, with $2, might as well buy this. Oh, wait, no. I was about to say buy it in order to use it to increment Fortune Teller, but if I leave the shop with it, it might be duplicated. Now I might be saying you also have death here, but like I actually don't mind death being duplicated for once, because then it would allow us to have like 3 blue seals in the deck at once. So let's do that. And yeah, death was duplicated. So let's use a hand here to get rid of to play that 3 to see if we can destroy it. And might as well get rid of these 2. Break, 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 break. So here's the thing. I want to discard this purple seal, but I don't have... Oh, I actually do have enough space in hand. Never mind. Because remember, each negative adds another +1 consumable slot. So you never... So as long as it keeps being filled by cards from Perkio, it's never going to like hit the maximum. So that's good. So get rid of a queen, get rid of a 10, get rid of another queen because we have one here, and get rid of some useless kings. Let's get rid of this one first. Hermit, I'm just gonna play right away. And we're looking for the blue seal. So, gonna get rid of this ace, this king, this jack. We have 4 more jacks, so let's get rid of this one as well. And we have 4 more queens, so let's get rid of this one as well. Oh, and we don't need 2 kings, so can discard these. There's the blue seal. Now we just death card here, death card here, and we already have a straight here, so let's just play it. Put the ace with the polychrome on the right, and jack. There we go. So now we're going to end the round with 4 Saturn cards, which is going to be fantastic. And we're off to the moon. All right, let's just use them. This is not interesting. This is not interesting. This is pretty interesting. But if so, gives an extra 0.2x mult for each steel card in your full deck. At the moment, we have like 2 of these. And I'm not sure we're gonna get more, but still, even times 1.5 mult, 1.4 mult is nothing to scoff at. Thing is, what would I get rid of? Not Berkio for sure. I don't think I want to get rid of anything here, so I'm gonna leave it behind. The video is already 1 hour, 10 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to hurry things up. Hermit we just use. Yeah, I'm not interested in anything here. Let's just reroll a couple more times. Buy this Jack for hologram, and let's go. Use one of these. So this boss, the Needle, it has a relatively low score, but you only have 1 hand to do it. So let's not. Of course, we're definitely going to ignore glass cards here. Let's just shoot for the best hand possible, and hopefully find as many blue seals as possible before we play it. And we already have a straight, so that's good. There's 1. There's a purple seal. And what cards can we discard here to max up to discard 5? Queens and kings and jacks we can get rid of. So let's get rid of a jack here. Judgment is meaningless, I'll just sell it. Ace, king, queen, jack. And I guess... let's not get too greedy. I'm gonna discard 4 here. I don't want to accidentally, you know, lock myself without a straight. Ooh, and we got all 3. Perfect. Never punished. Yeah, we're good. So many Saturns. I can already see the title and the thumbnail of the video. Saturn galore or something like that. Let's get a +1 extra hand. Judgment and star are irrelevant. And we're not going to get an opportunity to use star to increment fortune teller before we leave this shop, so I'm not gonna hide. Oh, that was the dog Silly barking outside about something. Hope you didn't hear that. Do we want a queen or an ace? Definitely an ace. Ooh, there's Supernova again. It's only gonna give us 15 mult, so no thanks. Get another jack. Get another 10. Yeah, and I don't want to buy this now because then Perkio might duplicate it. Let's play. By the way, we're approaching the end of the run, which is 8. Let's get rid of this. Ooh, we do have we are pretty close to like a straight here, I guess. I'm gonna keep this 2 for the sake of trying to play it. Let's get rid of these for now. We can get rid of a king for sure. Moon, I'm just gonna play it to increment fortune teller. We already have 2 seals here. Get rid of 1 king. And also an ace, because we can get a better one. Probably also a jack. I want to play both of these. Let's do that real quick. Break, 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 break. Okay. Break, 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 break. Why do they never break? Okay, 5, 6, 10, jack and queen. We have a lot of jacks still, so I can get rid of that. Ace, king, queen. So we have a straight. We can get rid of the king. This 3, this 9. Probably can get rid of the jack here and the ace here. Yeah. 6, 8, 10, king, king. We're approaching low discard, so now I gotta be careful. We have the straight though, so we can just... Did I use the purple already? Yeah. So no need to save this discard. Get rid of this 9, and yeah, let's just play it safe. Okay, we're only gonna get 2 here. Although we do have a free hand to play the 7 here, so let's do that real quick. Break, 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 break. Please, I'm begging you. Really happy about this setup. Ooh, and we get another one. So like we play one, you know, Saturn here, then we get another one with this full here. So that's nice. Get another jack. Let's reroll a little bit. Ooh, Emperor is nice for Fortune Teller. Not gonna have an opportunity to use Empress, so I'm gonna sell it. Use High Priestess. Guess sell this one, use this one. Buy this 4 to increment hologram. Reroll once. Irrelevant, irrelevant, irrelevant. Let's go. Doubles your money. Do I care about that? Probably not. Let's just play. Because I want more Saturns. So, discard this queen. 3, 7, jack, and jack. Ooh, there's death. So we can do this right now. Fantastic. We already have a straight, but let's keep going. Can get rid of this jack and this ace. Can get rid of this jack and this queen. King to both of these 10s, and from here on out, let's be a bit more safe. Let's play this 6 to try to destroy it. There we go, finally. I guess maybe I shouldn't have chanted break all this time. Who knows? Yeah, let's err on the side of caution here. Okay, let's just keep going. I also don't want the episode to run for too long. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. Good enough. Oh, I should have put the polychrome on the right. Doesn't matter, we're winning anyway. By a landslide. So here's a conundrum. When you beat a run, you get to continue like playing endlessly with, you know, like exponentially increasingly difficult, you know, like antes. Usually it's pretty rare to get past anti 11 or 12. So I don't think it would take too long if I kept going, which would be fun. I think if the video ends up too long, I'll just split it in 2 parts, but we'll see. Let's just keep going for now. Moon is not interesting. Hierophant could upgrade this like ace and queen. And, you know, might as well turn blue seals into steel. Because we're gonna try to, you know, keep them in our hand anyway. Might as well get another benefit from it. We just unlocked the black deck, so that's nice. We definitely want another 10. And sure, let's get another steel card, just to increment hologram. Let's get this 8. Reroll. Reroll. Let's buy both of these, and this 2. And let's move on. Okay, this is scary. So this I should have seen this coming. I don't know why, how I missed it so up until now. But the water is one of the most dangerous bosses in the game. Start with 0 discards. That's very scary. But we have a lot of hands, thankfully. So as long as we get just one, you know, as long as we get just one straight, we're gonna be fine. Speaking of which, let's see if we can make a straight happen with these glass cards. So 5, 6, 7. We also have 5, 6, 7. If we get a 4, we could do this. And we have 3 4s in the deck. So let's try to shoot for it. And at the same time, shoot for a straight, for a high straight. So 5, 6, 7, 10. And we can get rid of 1 king for now. So we're essentially using hands as like discards. So we have a high straight going. That's good. Let's... You know what? Just to be safe, I'm just gonna play it this way. I'm gonna play the 2 glasses separately and then do the straight. Didn't break. That's okay. Now this 6. Man. That's unfortunate. And unlocked another joker. Okay, buy this. No Saturn, unfortunately. Buffoon pack, just for fun. No thanks. Let's buy this. So foil, holographic, and polychrome cards appear 2 times more often. Might as well. Let's reroll once here. Play this Wheel of Fortune. That's okay. So we are approaching the final boss. So let's read it right away. 1 random joker disabled every hand. Hopefully not one that would be devastating, but we'll see. Okay, we don't need that many queens. Let's actually, since we have a pair of 7s here, just play this hand as a discard, and it would also give the chance to break the 7. Okay. Got 2 blue seals, that's fantastic. Don't need so many jacks. Can also get rid of this jack. And also this 10. Can get rid of this jack. This 10. Ooh, very nice. So now we just want to complete a straight. So let's do this first. Try to destroy this 3. No such luck. Let's get rid of these. Oh, and okay, we just need a 10 now. So since this is going to be a pair, I can also add the ace on top of it, and it wouldn't still allow us to try to break the 6. Thank you. And we have a straight. Fantastic. Put the polychrome on the right. Unlocked another joker. Lots of Saturns. We are cruising. Too late for that. So 1 in 4 chance to upgrade level played poker hand. Really good to get at the beginning of the run, not so much at the moment. I would buy the devil, but we don't have an opportunity to upgrade stuff with it before leaving the shop. Do we want another queen? Yes, we do. You don't want anything here, I think, even though it would increment a hologram. At this point, I'm wary of like bloating the deck too much. So I think hologram is fine as it is now. Man, no Saturns from the decks is discouraging. Reroll once. Nothing interesting, nothing useful here. Let's go. Double money, no thanks, let's just play. Might as well do this. Do these. And now 9 and what else? Probably another jack. So we already have 3. That's the maximum that we can get at the moment. So now let's just shoot for a straight. Yeah. No, I do want actually. I do want to keep this jack because this jack is going to remain in our hand for the sake of steal. So we have 10. We can discard these 2. Hopefully get a king soon. And if not, I'm going to start discarding a few more. At this point, I'll also discard this jack and just use... or rather, I should discard this one and just use this one for scoring. Alright, and here's the king. Oh, not 2 queens. Polychrome on the right, and we are good. Saturn galore. And we get another one thanks to Fool. Actually, I think I'm going to dedicate the title... oh, definitely want to get another purple seal. I think I'm going to dedicate the title and the thumbnail of this video to blue seals, just to kind of like, you know, express how powerful they are at the moment. Let's destroy this 8 and 6 with Hangman. Tower is not interesting. I guess I should have bought Tower before the Arcana pack, but that's okay. Let's reroll once. Do I want to get this? It would help break glass, but I can't think of anything else that it would help with, so I guess not. And approaching the final boss. So, 1 random joker disabled every hand. Oh, perfect. This is not going to be problematic at all. I guess we just don't get plus 10 molt, that's fine. Star, let's just use it to increment Fortune Teller. We already have 2 seals, though now with the final boss the seals are not going to matter at all, except if we go endless mode after this, so we'll see. Definitely can discard a lot of jacks here. Let's play this 7 here to destroy. So now this is disabled, that's fine. Let's play this 3 here to disable it, to destroy it. Man, this is like changes to nothing. So let's play this 2 here. Why are they not breaking? I don't understand. Okay, this is dangerous. Now we don't have hologram, so I'm scared. Now that I think about it, this may have... I mean, who knows? Maybe we lose here as a result of hologram being disabled. But let's try not to make it so. Queen. Yeah, let's go for a queen with a high bonus. That's going to be important. Man, this is scary, actually. Imagine if I lost this episode as well just because of hubris again. Like, not thinking about the possibility that by playing extra hands, hologram could be disabled. Yeah, we can get rid of another queen. 5, 8. With 2 discards left, I'm going to be a lot more frugal with 10s. Okay. Man, okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna use this queen for the straight. Well, here goes nothing. That's really... Oh wait, actually, we should, before we do that, we should use the discard to see if we can get anything better. 10, Jack, Queen, Ace. We don't need 2 aces here. Okay. Put the polychrome on the right. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. That's a straight. I think just on the merit of how strong our hand is here. Even though hologram is disabled, we're still gonna win anyway. But here goes nothing. Oh yeah, we're good. We're more than good. Okay, we've unlocked another Joker, we win, and now we have... Good thing I didn't bet against you, thank you. And we unlocked another Joker. So now we can go endless mode. And, oh, and unlocked another deck. So as you can see, the blinds here are going to get harder and harder. And, yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the episode here. At the start of the next episode, just for fun, we're going to play the endless mode for this run, and then we'll start another run. And hopefully, because, you know, I'm not going to be so slow with explaining stuff, that run will be shorter, and that way the video lengths are going to kind of like equalize. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode. Stay mindful, eat fruit, and don't multiply. Peace. So real quick, now at the end of the video, as soon as I clicked to go back to the main menu and exit the game, it started showing me the things that we unlocked. And so I didn't want you to miss it, so let's do that real quick and I'll end it at the end of the video. Unlock the yellow deck by discovering at least 50 items for your collection. So this deck doesn't have an extra rerolls or, extra discards or hands, but instead you just start with an extra $10. Joker unlocked, find this Joker from the soul card, that's Perkio. Green deck unlocked, discover at least 75 items from your collection. What it does is you don't enter interest, but at the end of each round you get $2 per remaining hand and plus $1 per remaining discard. Joker unlocked by beating a boss blind with a high card, that's the Hanging Chad which we use this run. Joker unlocked, have at least 3 wildcard in your deck. That's one of my favorite Jokers, actually. Hearts and diamonds count as the same suit. Spades and clubs count as the same suit, so this allows you to create flushes a lot more easily, and I really like it. Joker unlocked, have at least 5 glass cards in your deck. This Joker gains an additional 0.75x mult for every glass card that is destroyed in the run, which... kind of thematic that we got at this run because of the amount of glass cards that we tried to destroy and couldn't. Joker unlocked, enhance 16 cards in your deck. This is how we unlock it. And the card itself is 3x mult if you have at least 16 enhanced cards in your full deck. Black deck unlocked by discovering at least 100 items from your collection. So it gives us an extra Joker slot, but minus hand every round. Joker unlocked by reaching ante level 8. 3x mult if a poker hand contains a diamond card, a club card, a heart club, and a spade card all at once. Joker unlocked by, in one hand, earning at least 1 million chips. Each played ace of spades gives 2x mult when scored. However, the card, so the ace of spades in this case, changes every round, and it also only... it's only based on, you know, cards that you have in the deck. So if you somehow manage to change your deck to be as close as possible to just literally one card type, this is going to be super useful. Joker unlocked for winning a run without playing a 4 of a kind. 4x mult if played hand contains a 4 of a kind. Joker unlocked, win a run without playing a flush. 2x mult if played hand contains a flush. Joker unlocked, win a run. Copies the ability of Joker to the right. This is also another one of my favorites. Magic deck unlocked by winning a run with a red deck on any difficulty. So this deck starts a run with a Crystal Ball voucher, which gives you +1 consumable slot, and 2 copies of the Fool, which is very fun. And we are done. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. I've already done the intro, the outro before, so I'll see you next time. Bye.